What happens when your darkest trauma meets the world's most dangerous power? A grieving assassin, a forgotten experiment, and a team of misfits are thrown into a trap designed to kill them all, by the very woman who hired them. But what starts as a betrayal turns into a war for redemption, and maybe, just maybe, a new kind of hero. High above the city, Yelena stands on the edge of a rooftop, haunted by the weight of her sister's death and the emptiness that's followed. She's lost, directionless. But instead of falling into despair, she jumps, activating a parachute mid-air and crashing through the exact floor she needs. Inside, she fights her way through every guard with brutal precision. She's on a mission: destroy the lab and eliminate any trace of its secrets. But when she reaches the final door, it's locked by facial scan. Ready to blow the place sky high, she's stopped by a scientist who claims they've just made a discovery that could change the world. She approaches carefully, not buying his story. He panics and shoots. The lab turns into chaos. Yelena uses broken furniture and scattered bottles as cover, but gets stabbed in the scuffle. That still doesn't stop her. During the struggle, the man accidentally shoots himself, and now Yelena can't use his face to unlock the system. So she does what she came to do: blows the lab to hell. Meanwhile, Bucky Barnes, yes, the former Winter Soldier, is now a congressman. He's at the trial of Valentina, the mastermind behind the OXE company. She defends her experiments, claiming the world needs new heroes now that the Avengers are scattered. She promises she's done nothing illegal, but the second she leaves the courtroom, she tells her assistant Mel to erase all evidence. That night, Yelena visits her estranged father Alexei. Once the Red Guardian, he now runs a limo business. He claims he's happy, but she sees right through him. When she says she's thinking about quitting her job with Valentina, Alexei admits he misses the thrill of action too. After they part ways, Yelena calls Valentina asking for something new, something more meaningful. Valentina agrees, but only if Yelena handles one final mission: stop a supposed thief at a remote mountain facility and secure their most sensitive assets. Yelena arrives to find the place wrecked, files scattered, and bodies everywhere. Before she can react, she's attacked by John Walker, U.S. agent. They go hand to hand, both holding back, both fighting for their own reasons. She tries to explain he's not her target, but he insists she's his. Then Taskmaster shows up and slams him down. But things get worse. Ghost phases into the room. Intangible. Impossible to hit. Yelena recognizes her as the target. Chaos erupts. Each fighter is targeting someone different. It's a deadly four-way brawl, a cycle of violence no one can control. In the confusion, John's shield accidentally activates a scanner on a box. Suddenly, all the doors slam shut, and a man named Bob walks in, totally confused. He says he doesn't know how he got there, and as the group pieces their stories together, it becomes clear: Valentina lied to all of them. She lured them here with false missions, hoping they'd kill each other off. They're all loose ends, and now trapped with no way out. Ghost tries to phase through the wall, but a sonic weapon activates, dropping everyone to the floor in agony. Back in the city, Bucky talks to Mel, who gives him just enough intel to trace Valentina's next move. Valentina, meanwhile, preps for their destruction. A timer begins. The room starts heating up. Incineration is moments away. Yelena scrambles to shut down the system while Ghost phases out to unlock the door from the outside. Everyone sprints through the flames just in time, but they're bruised and barely standing. Bob continues acting strange. He survives things that should have killed him. He even floats into the sky, only to crash back down with an impact that shakes the earth. That's when Valentina realizes the truth. Bob is the last surviving subject from the failed Sentry project, and he might be the only one it actually worked on. The group now finds themselves hunted. Bucky catches up and handcuffs them, still unsure who to trust. But Mel calls and confirms everything. They need to save Bob before he's turned into a weapon. Bucky sets them free and asks for their help. Valentina, meanwhile, plays her final card. She convinces Bob to embrace his powers. In the lab, he begins to display terrifying abilities, levitating objects, boiling water with his mind. Later, Bucky and the team crash into her facility, fighting their way through security in a desperate final stand. At the top floor, Valentina greets them with smug confidence. And then, Bob appears, dressed in a glowing golden suit reborn as Sentry. With the press on the way, Valentina's plan is simple. Bob will destroy the team and she'll sell it as a victory. Bob hesitates. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. But the team won't back down. A massive battle erupts. Bob is practically untouchable. He bends John's shield, melts Bucky's gun, throws Alexei like he weighs nothing. Even Yelena's taser barely slows him down. After Bob rips off Bucky's metal arm, the team retreats to the elevator. Valentina orders Bob to finish them. He refuses. Why should he follow orders when he's stronger than anyone? She reaches for a kill switch, but he's faster. He knocks it away, lifts her up, ready to end her. That's when Mel activates the failsafe. Bob collapses. The team escapes thinking it's over, but it's not. Outside, darkness rises. Bob is back, changed. He's become something else entirely. Void Bob. He begins erasing people from existence with a single thought. Helicopters crash, buildings crumble, debris rains down as chaos erupts across the city. The team risks everything to save lives, fighting against impossible odds. Yelena walks straight into the void. Inside, she relives her worst memories, her childhood training, her friend's death, her addictions. She finds Bob, trapped in his own